Consolation semifinals Thursday, the championship semifinals Friday, and then the long day in Trigo on Saturday. So that's what's coming up. We'll let everybody know as soon as we find out what's going on. But this girls' game is very important because right now, Trigo's at the top, Norton, and then everybody else is logjam there for the 3 and 4 spot. You want to be one of the top 4 seeds right now because, 1, you don't have to go to the play-in games on Saturday. 2, you get a home game next Tuesday if you're one of the girls, and of course Monday if you're one of the boys. So this game very crucial tonight for seeding wise, and of course you always want to win in the league.
You're right. This game is crucial for that seeding wise, and like I said, you want to be in one of the top 4 teams. Get that first night home court advantage on your side. So these 2 teams, they're going to have a good fight tonight. They're going to have to battle each other very well and keep it getting close.
Both teams 4 and 3 on the season. The Lady Panthers, they're kind of back and forth, which is not good if they keep on that trend because they won their first game, lost their second game, won their third game, lost their fourth game, won their fifth game, lost their 6th game, won their 7th game. Well, here we are, game number 8. So for the Lady Panthers wise, they're hoping that trend breaks tonight. For the Lady Red, they're trying to bounce back from what was, simply just a poor shooting night. The ball did not want to fall for them last Friday night in Oakley, and they ended up losing to the Lady Plainsmen 31-26 simply because the ball just would not fall for them. They're hoping to get the ship righted tonight and getting some baskets to fall early.
The Lady Red, they had very good shots all night long. They're right underneath the basket, and the ball rolled around the rim, start to fall in, and then somehow just pop back out. So it was just a rough night for them. They got to put that in the rearview mirror, not look back to it, as their shooting just wasn't happening for them. Nothing they could do would work for them. And they got to focus on tonight and get this game ready to go. They got the talent to do what they need to do in the MCL tournament. They're one of probably the top teams that people were looking at this year in the MCL, as they returned pretty much everyone from last year.
And they had talent.
And then they added to it. Yeah, so they're a team that things just really haven't worked for them here in the last few games. They got to get some things figured out. And I'm sure Coach Lynn is trying to get that figured out.
Well, Lady Red are on a 2-game losing streak. The Lady Panthers, of course, winning last Friday night in Plainville 45-43. That's the second time that matchup has happened this year. And the Lady Panthers have won by 1. They won 42-41 in the Morris Classic, and then they won by 2 Friday night. We're going to take a time out for the National Anthem. We'll be back with the starting lineups right after this. And welcome back on this Tuesday evening. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson from Chuck Newland Gym and the home of the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Panthers as we take a look at the starting lineup. First for the Swiss Center Lady Red, number 12, a 5'9" senior Bree Freeling. Number 10, a 5'8" senior Grayson Hutchinson. Number 21, a 5'9" senior Holly Timmons. Number 22, a 5'6" junior Kendra Mayhew. And number 33, a 6-foot freshman Talon Renchler. For the Lady Panthers, it's number 2, a 5'4" junior Kylie Soliday. Number 4, a 5'8" senior Alexi Beach. Number 15, a 5'5" junior Kristen Wells. Looks like also starting tonight, number 24, a 5'7" junior Emily Schneider. And number 30, a 5'11" senior Ashley Babcock. The Lady Panthers, number 10, Lady Red in those road red jerseys, white numbers, and the green trim. The Lady Red, head coached by Nick Lynn, and the Lady Panthers, head coached by Rachel Miller. Robbie, let's get the keys to a quick start.
All for the Lady Panthers. Right off the bat, don't get flustered. The Lady Red, they like to stop, they pressure the defense all over the court, full court pressure. So the Lady Panthers, their front ones cannot get flustered and got to control the ball as well as they can. And then on defense, they got to force the outside shot. This Lady Red team, they like to get underneath the basket. The Lady Panthers can force an outside shot, make the Lady Red reach from outside. That's a good way for the Lady Panthers to get things going for the Lady Red. Get that pressure defense going quick. Get some quick steals, get some quick points up on the board. Get that full court press going. Try to get things going in their direction quickly. And then on offense, drive the lane. They got to look to get that ball underneath the basket. This Lady Red team definitely going to have the height advantage underneath the basket tonight, and they're going to have to get underneath there for the most part. And that's what I have for both teams.
Here we go. As the Lady Red out there on the court again, it is Freeling, along with Hutchinson, Maydew, Timmons, and Rentschler. Freeling will be in the center circle for the Lady Red. For the Lady Panthers, it's Schneider, along with Beach, Soliday, Russell, or excuse me, not Russell, that's Wells, and Babcock. So it is Beach and Freeling in the center circle. The Lady Panthers go right to left on your radio dial, which of course means the Lady Red go left to right. Ball is up and Freeling wins the tip. Timmons has it, crosses the timeline, sets up the offense, top the key to the right wing to Freeling. Freeling drives to the top of the key, loses the handle on it, picks up the dribble, started tightly by Beach, back of the hands of Timmons. Holly between the circles, now to Rentschler, top the key. Rentschler swings it over to Timmons. Timmons back around to Rentschler, down to the left corner to Freeling. Freeling looks inside for Rentschler to get it to her at the left block, across the paint, pass to Hutchinson. Hutchinson right block up, and she's over the free throw. This will be the first team foul on the Lady Panthers. And it's going to be the first on Emily Schneider.
Good quick pass in there for the Lady Red, get things started. Finding Hutchinson on the low block. Hutchinson actually went up, just got hit on the arm.
So Hutchinson at the free throw line. First one's on its way and good. So Grayson gets the first point of the ball game. Missed her first free throw last Friday of the season. She was 6 of 6 before last Friday night. Now 7 of 8 on the year. Make it 8 of 9 as Hutchinson hits them both. Puts the Lady Red up 2-0. 7:34 left to go in the first quarter. Full court pressure put on by the Lady Red. Soliday passes it ahead to Wells. Wells ahead to Beach. Beach down to the right wing. Cross the court past the Babcock. Babcock left block up and going to get called for the foul.
Beach got into Rentschler. Kind of just stumbled a little bit, got her feet moving, ref called it.
So Ashley Babcock gets called for the travel, and it will be a Lady Red basketball. Timmons has it to Maydew, right wing. Maydew with it, back around to Freeling. Freeling, top of the key, guarded there by Kylie Soliday, puts the ball on the court, dribbles to her right, all the way down the right block, picks up the dribble, triple team, kicks it out to Maydew, right wing, back to Freeling in the right corner. 7:05 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 2-0. Rentschler has it to Maydew, back between the circles to Timmons. Holly going to reset the offense with just under 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Hutchinson has it right wing. Hutchinson guarded by Schneider, looks in, kicks it back to the left wing to Freeling. Freeling guarded there by Soliday, back to Rentschler, right wing, out front to Timmons. Holly gets the tip in, it's scored away by Beach. Beach on the fast break. Layup opportunity is no good. It rolls out and it's rebounded by Hutchinson. Grayson pushes it up the court and tipped by Soliday. Hutchinson comes up with it now to Freeling. Freeling all the way down to the right block. Shot is up and it is good.
Good transition offense for the Lady Red. Freeling getting wide open layup on the baseline.
That makes it 4-0. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Wells top the key threes on its way. Left it short. Rebound tracked down by Rentschler. Rentschler hands it back off to Timmons. Left to right on the radio dial. Go to Lady Red. It's Maydew in the left corner. Back to the left wing to Timmons. Back in the corner to Maydew. Maydew looks inside. Now across the court pass to Freeling. Freeling drives in the paint. She's headed to the free throw line. This is the second team foul on the Lady Panthers in the first on Kylie Soliday.
Lady Red missed Rentschler underneath there. Had good position on the low block. Wide open to the back to the player that had the ball and Maydew in the corner. Just decided to skip past over Freeling. Freeling driving into the lane.
Freeling, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. First one's on its way and good. So Bree's got 3 of the 5, and the Smith Center Lady Red up 5-0 with 6:02 left to go in the first quarter. Freeling going to try to make it a 6-point lead with this free throw, and she does. So Bree now with 4 of the 6, and the Smith Center Lady Red lead at 6-0. Babcock has on the right baseline, working against Rentschler. Turns in, shot is up and good.
Good move by Babcock. Just turned it towards the middle of the court. Had a nice look as Rentschler a little slow to get over on top.
6-2. The Smith Center Lady Red lead by 4. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. 5:45 left to go in the first quarter. Maydew has a right wing for the Lady Red. Looking, kicks it to the left wing, now to Timmons. Timmons going to dribble back out. Now picks up her dribble, guarded tightly by Beach for Rentschler. Back around to Freeling, right wing. Freeling guarded tightly there by Kylie Soliday. They look inside for Rentschler, get it to her. She passes down to the right baseline to Maydew. Maydew dribbles out to the right wing, back down to Freeling. They kick it out to Timmons. Timmons drives inside, pulls off the glass, and she's going to get called for the charge. Kylie Soliday got down there, saw Timmons coming, and got her feet set.
I didn't even see Soliday slide over there, so
I didn't either.
She done a great job on that one. Just slid in the way of Timmons, held her ground, and got the charge called.
Jenna Hoover comes into the ball game for the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Emily Schneider takes a seat. 5:19 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 6-2. Low pressure here by the Lady Red. Soliday passes it ahead to Hoover. Hoover across the paint pass to Babcock. Out of bounds it goes, as that one had some heat on it and out of Babcock's reach.
I don't know if Babcock would have been able to pull that down, how quickly that ball was coming at her. She done a nice job trying to adjust to it, but just out of her reach.
So we have 5:05 left to go in the first quarter. Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 6-2. Lady Red basketball as Maydew has it to the left wing. Looks inside for Hutchinson. Hutchinson drives the paint, and she's going to be fouled. This one's going to be on Jenna Hoover, her first personal foul, third Lady Panther team foul.
Hutchinson doing the right thing, came up towards the top of the key, got the pass, and quickly cut right back towards the baseline. Jenna Hoover just trying to get in front of her, just got it with the body.
4:56 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 6-2 as Maydew's inbound pass goes over Freeling's head out of bounds. So it will be Lady Panther basketball. They'll inbound underneath the Lady Red basket. This time the Lady Red back off with the pressure. Wells inbounds to Soliday. Kylie brings it right to left on your radio dial. Across the timeline ahead to Beach. Beach looks in. Now kicks it back across to Soliday. Down the left corner to Wells. Wells inside for Babcock. Babcock kicks it back out to Soliday. Soliday left wing with it. Kicks it out front now to Beach. Down to the right wing to Hoover. Hoover looks inside for Wells. Wells at the right block. Loses the handle on it. Now the fight's on for the ball. Jump ball called as Wells and Hutchinson get tied up, and it will be a Lady Panther basketball. 4:34 left to go in the first quarter, and the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 6-2.
Good look to catch Wells in the low post there. Just put it on the ground and allowed the Lady Red to cover over top.
Beach has it at the right wing, dribbles up to the top of the key, now to Wells' right wing. They look inside for Hoover, can't get it to her. Back to Beach, now to Soliday, left wing. Beach between the circles to Babcock at the free throw line, kicks out to Wells' right wing. Wells inside for Hoover. Hoover on the right baseline to Beach, top of the key, three's on its way, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Hutchinson. Hutchinson ahead to Freeling. Freeling one-handed pass to Maydew. Maydew could not quite hold on to that one. Beach were shuffling, the ball was shuffling around, and she gets called for the travel.
Just getting really quick ahead of herself on that one was Maydew. Otherwise, right idea there by Freeling, get over Maydew as she was ahead of everybody.
Full court pressure by the Lady Red. Hutchinson going to get called for the foul. Her first personal foul, second Lady Red team foul that time. They were looking for Beach, and Hutchinson saw it, but got her with the body.
Well, Hutchinson didn't take quite the right angle she needed to. She read it perfectly, just needed a little bit adjustment on her angle, and she would have came through right in line of the ball and between Beach, but ran over Beach instead.
Kylie Russell comes into the ball game along with Lexi Wood for the Lady Panthers. Wells and Beach both take a seat. Ball is tipped and stolen away by Timmons. Holly on the fast break now loses the handle on it, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say Timmons touches it last, and it will be Lady Panther basketball. 3:52 left to go in the first quarter, and the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 6-2. Full court pressure by the Lady Red. Russell has it. Trying to get it across the timeline, does so to Soliday. Kylie inside for Babcock at the left elbow. She's going to drive inside, shot off the glass and good.
Shot by Babcock was right there when she caught the pass with her all the way through the lane. Babcock able to get the layup though.
6-4, the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by that 2-point margin. 3:25 left to go in the first quarter. Rentschler has it out front for the Lady Red. Between the circles, now to the right wing to Timmons. Her shot is up and rolls out, rebounded by Babcock. Ashley looks to outlet, does so to Russell. Russell on the dribble. She brings it right to left on your radio dial across the timeline with 3:10 left to go in the first quarter. Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 2, 6-4. Babcock has it inside. Right block is up and going to have a foul called. This one's going to be on the floor. The third team foul on the Lady Red.
Babcock's doing a great job here underneath the post, and even coming outside to the top of the key. She's doing a good job keeping herself in position to get the pass.
Russell looks to inbound, does so to Hoover. Hoover kicks it back out to Wood, top the key to Soliday. Soliday pump fakes, takes one dribble in, shot is up off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Richler, and gonna have a foul called here on the Lady Panthers. This will be their 4th team foul. And see if they call this one on. And it's going to be on Kylie Soliday, her 2nd. So Kylie picking up 2 fouls here in the first quarter. We'll see her come out as she does, along with Kylie Russell and Ashley Babcock. So on the court for the Lady Panthers, it's Wells, Wood, Beach, Schneider, and Hoover for the Lady Red. Lizzie Portmiller comes in the ball game, and Grayson Hutchinson takes a seat with her 2 fouls. Lady Red basketball, Maydew has it between the circles to Freeling. Freeling to the left wing to Portmiller. Portmiller looks inside for Rentschler, can't get it to her. Now back top the key to Timmons. Timmons dribbles over to the left wing, picks up her dribble there. Guarded tightly by Beach, with 2:35 left to go in the first quarter. We'll get it into Portmiller, and gonna have a travel called on Portmiller. 2:31 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 6-4.
Portmiller had great positioning on the low block. Perfect, got her defender behind her and just opened up to the basket. Perfect. Just didn't got called with that travel.
Wood ahead to Schneider. Schneider drives all the way in. Left block off the glass and good.
Great pass from Schneider. Quickly going up as Rentschler right there in defense, but Schneider's just getting over top of him.
Timmons pass a little too high for Fort Miller. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Lady Panther basketball. 2:17 left to go in the first quarter. And the Lady Red started this game on a 6-0 run. Now the Lady Panthers on a 6-0 run themselves to tie things up at 6 apiece as Timmons comes away with the steal. And she's going to be fouled. It's on Alexi Wood, her first personal foul, 5th Lady Panther team foul.
Nice job there by Holly reading that play, getting through there quickly, able to grab that ball, and then just getting fouled before she could get that for a layup.
2:12 left to go in the first quarter. 6-6 is our score. As Lady Red look to inbound. Maydew inbounds to Rentschler. Rentschler back to Maydew. Maydew in the left corner. She dribbles into the paint. Bounce pass for Freeling. Freeling tries to save it in, and they're going to say that she stepped out of bounds, so it will be Lady Panther basketball. 2:05 left to go in the first quarter. And it looks like tied here at 6 apiece as Caitlin Shellito comes into the ball game for the Lady Red. And Kendra Maydew going to take a seat. Full court pressure by the Lady Red as Wells will inbound to Wood. Wood back to Wells. And Wells going to get called for the travel, so the ball goes right back in the hands of the Lady Red.
Both teams here getting quite a few turnovers here in this first quarter as the Lady Red leading the way with 7 and the Lady Panthers with 5.
Lizzie Fort Miller inbound the basketball for the Lady Red with 2:03 left to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 6 apiece here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Smith Center Lady Red. Fort Miller inbounds to Freeling. Freeling drives all the way in. Shot up in the paint, no good. Rebounded by Rentschler, and Rentschler going to be fouled. 16 foul on the Lady Panthers. And see who this one's on. It's on Schneider. That's Emily's 2nd personal foul. Ashley Babcock comes back into the game. Schneider going to take a seat with those 2 fouls. Shellito will inbound the basketball. The minute 58 left to go in the first quarter. And we are tied at 6 apiece here between the Smith Center Lady Red and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Shellito's pass stolen away by Wood. Wood's pass stolen away by Timmons. Rentschler has it in the left wing now for the Lady Red to Shellito between the circles. Caitlin calls out the offense with minute 45 left to go in the first quarter. 6-6 is the score here between the Smith Center Lady Red and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers here at Chuck Newland Gym, Phillipsburg High School. Freeling has it, Shellito left wing for Smith Center. Shellito looks in, now kicks it back out to Timmons and swinging around to Freeling right wing. Freeling guarded by Lexi Wood, out front to Fort Miller. Fort Miller back to Timmons. Timmons left wing, picks up her dribble, down for Freeling, ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by Lexi Wood.
Lady Panthers doing a great job defending this offense. Lady Red run, just trying to rotate through the lane there in this zone offense and trying to get open looks underneath the basket. The Lady Panthers doing a good job switching off.
Shellito looks to inbound, goes out front to Freeling. He has it guarded tightly by Lexi Wood. Kicks it out to Rentschler in the right corner. Ball is tracked down by Shellito before it goes out backcourt. So Lady Red basketball, the minute 10 and counting left to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 6 apiece here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Smith Center Lady Red. Fort Miller gets the pass, drives in, shot over Babcock, no good. Rebounded by Lexi Wood. Wood brings it back right to left on your radio dial for the Lady Panthers. Drives in, kicks out to Beach left wing. Beach across the court, pass to Wells, right corner, long two, good.
Great shot by Wells, got it in her hands and right back up with it. No time lapse between catch and pass, or catch and shot, excuse me.
8-6 is the score. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers take their first lead in the ball game with 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Lady Red have it to Freeling. Freeling drives in, and she's headed to the free throw line. This will be the 17th foul on the Lady Panthers. Fouls on Lexi Wood, her second personal foul. Freeling at the free throw line to shoot 2. She's got 4 of the 6 for the Lady Red. Now make it 5 of the 7. Kendra Madu comes in the ball game. Lizzie Miller takes a seat for the Lady Red. For the Lady Panthers, Lexi Wood takes a seat with those 2 fouls, and Kylie Russell comes back in the ball game. Freeling at the free throw line, and good on the second one as well. So that ties things back up at 8 apiece with 32 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Beach drives in, fakes the pass off the glass, and good. What a great move by the
Made the out-wrench and kind of to stall up just a little bit. Allowed Beach to get in front of her for the layup.
10-8 is the score as Freeling gets the pass on the backside with the right block, takes one dribble, shot is up, partially blocked by Russell. Rensler saves it in to Shelto. Shelto in the paint, kicks it to Freeling. Freeling drives in, floaters up, no good, rebounded by Wells. 10-8 is the score with 8 seconds left, and Wells going to get called through the double dribble. 7.1 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Smith Center Lady Red by 2, 10-8. The Lady Red basketball as Freeling will inbound.
Lady Panthers sticking with a man-to-man defense throughout pretty much the entire quarter here. Doing a good job with it.
Timmons, right elbow shot on the inbound third point. Ties things up at 10 apiece, and that's how the first quarter ends. With the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Smith Center Lady Red tied at 10. We'll be back with second quarter of action right after this. You're listening to Lady Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Welcome back to Chuck Newland Gym, Phillipsburg High School. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson. At the end of one, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Smith Center Lady Red tied at 10. We have an update from one of the other MCL games going on. We know that the TMP Lady Monarchs lead the Trico Lady Eagles 9-5 at the end of the first quarter there in the pit at Al Billinger Fieldhouse and TMP, so that one should be a pretty good one as well.
That should be a good one down there. As, like you kind of mentioned there before in pregame, all these games very interesting to watch here tonight through the MCL.
So, Shelto gets it stolen away by Beach. Beach ahead to Hoover, tracked down by Kennedy. Ashlyn Kennedy in the ball game for the first time for the Lady Panthers. Finds Wells in the right corner. Out front to Beach. Lexi looks inside for Babcock. Can't get it to her. Dribbles around, gives it to Ashlyn Kennedy at the left wing. Back to Beach. Beach pump fakes. Now on the dribble. Swings it around to Wells inside for Babcock. Babcock fakes left, goes right off the glass, and good. Babcock has 6 of the 12, and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2, 12-10, with 7:20 left to go in the first half. Shelto picks up her dribble at the spike line, finds Freeling. Freeling drives in, looks underneath, ball is tipped and stolen away by Beach again, so back-to-back trips. The Lady Red get it stolen away by Alexi Beach. Kennedy has it to Beach. Beach drives in, kicks it out to Hoover. Hoover, 18-footers on its way, no good. Rebound, fought for Timmons comes away there for the Lady Red. Holly pushes it up the left sideline, working against Alexi Beach all the way down to the left wing. Stops and pops to the left elbow, and it's good.
Good shot from the Lady Red, able to drop that one in through traffic.
12-12 is the score after Holly Timmons hits the two-pointer. And the Lady Panthers break the press to Wells. Wells, right corner, long two. This time he gets stuck in. And, well, now you're going to have somebody. I want to see Ubelaker get up there and get that ball out. Doug Ubelaker, of course, there at Osborne for all those years, still is. He's our head ref tonight. I want to see Doug get up there and get that ball.
I'd like to see that as well. He's definitely been there long enough, should be able to.
Oh, Joel Montgomery came and got it instead.
I like your idea a whole lot better. Let's see Ubelaker get up there.
Maybe a couple of years ago.
Maybe.
Looks looks like Kylie Russell coming back into the ball game for the Lady Panthers. Alexi Beach going to take a seat. 6:38 left to go in the first half of the Lady Panthers and the Lady Red tied at 12 apiece. As well as looks to inbound. Goes out front to Russell. Russell top key, spots up for three, left it short. Out of bounds it goes, and it will be a Lady Red basketball. 6:34 left to go in the first half. And we're tied at 12 here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Smith Center Lady Red.
Freeland went for the steal on that one. Missed the ball, left Russell wide open. Russell, I think she might have been surprised at how open she was after Freeland went through there.
Smith Center basketball. As they give it to Maydew. Inside for Rentschler. Rentschler across the paint pass for Timmons. Timmons tracks it down before it goes out of bounds. She's in the left corner. Dribbles up to the left wing. Picks up her dribble there to Freeling in the left corner. They look inside for Rentschler. Get it to her at the left block. Working against Babcock. And they're going to say Babcock fouled her. 8th team foul the Lady Panthers and the first on Ashley Babcock. So that's a matchup we didn't talk about in pregame. Kind of ran out of time before we could talk about it, but that's a veteran senior in Ashley Babcock going against Talon Rentschler. That's going to be a matchup to watch all night. So far, Babcock's had the upper hand.
She really has. She's doing kind of what a senior should do in that situation. She's kind of showing her, hey, you know, I'm the upperclassman here. I can do what I need to do to get points up on the board for my team. Rentschler's doing a good job, though. She's been there when she needed to. Unfortunately, just Babcock's been getting the better hand over her so far in the game.
Rentschler misses the first free throw. In second one is up and good. Her first point of the ball game gives the Smith Center Lady Red a 1-point lead. 13-12 as Alexa Beach comes back in. Kylie Russell going to take a seat. 6:12 left to go in the first half. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 1. 13-12. Full court pressure by the Lady Red. Wells passes it ahead to Hoover. Hoover can't quite haul that one in. Out of bounds it goes. And it will be Lady Red basketball. 6:05 left to go in the first half. And the Smith Center Lady Red lead by 1, 13-12 as Kate Hockenbeer comes into the ball game. Jenna Hoover going to take a seat. Hockenbeer, a 5'8" sophomore for the Lady Panthers. She's averaging 1.2 points a game. Maydew has it for Smith Center. She passes it out front to Freeling. Now to Timmons. Timmons couldn't hold on to that one. Out of bounds it goes. And back and forth we go here, Robbie, in the first half.
As both teams just having a little bit of trouble here to start the game with holding on to the ball.
Too much popcorn.
There we go. Too much popcorn before the game. That's always a good excuse.
And it looks like Coach Miller going to call a timeout here. With 5:50 left to go in the first half, the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 13-12. We'll keep this one here and let you know this broadcast is made possible in part by the fiber optic network of Nextech, providing state-of-the-art communication services to the region for more than 65 years. Nextech, bring high-tech to the High Plains. So back and forth we go here, Robbie. The Lady Red jumped out to an early 6-0 lead. The Lady Panthers able to come back, tie it up at 6. Then we've kind of just been back and forth ever since. And right now, the Lady Red with a 1-point lead.
It's been a good game, back and forth battle. Both teams kind of struggling here from the field to get just going. But it's been that back and forth battle we figured it probably would be. Both teams going to battle each other. And we're definitely, at the end of this game, both teams definitely going to be tired.
As it is, Lady Panther basketball out of the timeout. 5:45 left to go in the first half. The Lady Panthers with the basketball as well as pass goes for Kennedy, and Ashland couldn't quite hold on to that one. Out of bounds it goes, and it will be Lady Red basketball. Maydew hands it off to Timmons. Holly brings it left to right on your radio dial across the timeline with 5:40 left to go in the first half. 13-12 is our score. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers here in Chuck Newell Gym at Phillipsburg High School. Timmons picks up her dribble at the right elbow, kicks it down to Freeling in the right corner. Freeling drives in, picks up the loose ball, now to Rentschler. Rentschler just inside the three-point line, misses. Rebounded by Freeling, now to Rentschler, kicks it out to Fort Miller, back to Freeling. Freeling right wing inside to the right block to Fort Miller. Fakes right, goes left, off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for, and Kennedy comes down with it. Jump ball called, and it will be Lady Red basketball.
Good job there by Kennedy getting that rebound as she was the lone Panther and about 3 different Lady Red around her, going up, grabbing it, coming down. And unfortunately for her, as soon as she came down, some hands got on from the Lady Red.
Maydew will inbound the basketball for the Lady Red. Maydew looking, gets it into Rentschler, kicks out to Timmons. Timmons' shot is up and good.
Good quick pass there from Rentschler out to Timmons as Timmons started to move and almost lost the ball as she was moving.
That makes it a 3-point Lady Red lead. They lead 15-12 as Kennedy has it. Bounce pass out to Wells. Wells to the free throw line. Jumper's on its way. No good. And saved in by Beach to Kennedy. Kennedy shot blocked by Fort Miller. Fort Miller comes away with the basketball. Fort Miller up the right sideline, all the way down the right wing. Picks up the dribble there. Now to Freeland. Freeland kicks it out to Timmons. Down to Maydew in the left corner. They look inside for Rentschler. Rentschler left block over Babcock, and Rentschler's headed back to the free throw line. So that'll be the 19th on the Lady Panthers and the second on Babcock.
Rentschler now just quickly turned, and Babcock in the right position, but Rentschler just kind of jumped forward into her, making Babcock foul.
So Talon Rentschler back at the free throw line. 1 of 2 just a few moments ago from the line. First one's on its way for Rentschler, and it rattles in. That makes it 16-12. Jenna Hoover and Meredith Jacobs come into the ball game. Also in is Ava Skimper. Skimper and Jacobs into the game for the first time for the Lady Panthers. Rentschler's second free throw is no good this time, rebounded by Hoover. Jenna outlets ahead to Wells. Wells brings it up across the timeline to Hoover. Now to Jacobs. Backside pass to Skimper. Skimper's shot is up, no good. Rebound fought for. Fort Miller saves it in to Timmons. Timmons lets everybody clear out. And now she's going to get called for a double dribble. 4:20 left to go in the first half. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 4, 16-12. Coach Lynn wanted an explanation on why Holly was called for that double dribble. Looks like,
I'm not really sure why she got called for it either. Kind of the pass came to her and it hit her hand and hit the floor. She never had control over it. She picked it up and put it back on the floor to go down the court, and that's where they got it was that double.
So the Lady Panthers looked to inbound. It went to Jacobs out of bounds. She couldn't quite roll onto it, so it will be Lady Red basketball. Coach Lynn wants a timeout to talk things over. With our score, 16-12. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by that 4-point margin. So far, scoring-wise, the 16 points for the Lady Red, well, 6 of them have come from Bree Freeland, 6 from Holly Timmons, and 2 from Talon Rentschler, along with 2 from Grayson Hutchinson. For the Lady Panthers, it's 2 points for Lexi Beach, 2 for Kristen Wells, 2 for Emily Schneider, and 6 for Ashley Babcock. Fort Miller, Rentschler, Maydew, Timmons, and Freeling for the Lady Red. For the Lady Panthers, it is Beach, Skimper, along with Wells. Also out there is Hoover and Jacobs. Lady Red basketball out of the timeout. They go left to right on your radio dial with a 4-point lead, 16-12 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers here in Chuck Newland Gym at Phillipsburg High School. Fort Miller has a right wing for the Lady Red. Guarded by Hoover. Inside for Freeling. Turnaround shot is no good, but she is headed to the free throw line. 10th team foul on the Lady Panthers.
Good look to catch Freeling as she was cutting across the lane on that one. Nice bounce pass into her, and she had to kind of rip the ball away from the Lady Panther as she did, and kind of spun herself around right where she had an open look at the basket.
Fouls on Ava Skimper as Freeling gets the first one. She's now got 7, and it makes it a 5-point lead for the Lady Red, 17-12, with 4:06 left to go in the first half. Freeling's second one, good as well. Bree now has 8. And she's got 8 of the 18 for the Lady Red. Full court pressure by the Lady Red. Wells tracks it down just before it goes out of bounds. She's trapped on the sideline by Fort Miller, and Rentschler gets the pass off to Beach. Beach brings it across the timeline ahead to Wells. Wells down in the right corner to Hoover. Out front now to Skimper. Skimper around to Beach. Beach drives the baseline. Shot is up off the glass and good.
Nice shot by Beach. Quickly got the pass in. She had an open lane along the baseline. Went right underneath the basket for 2 points.
18-14 is Maydew's shot, no good. Rebounded by Rentschler. Inside for Freeling. Ball gets tipped around. She's going to get called for the
one call to carry and one call to travel. Either way, it was going to be something.
So, 4-point lead for the Smith Center Lady Red. As Amaya McDonald comes into the ball game for the Lady Panthers. Kristen Wells takes a seat. Lady Panther basketball, 3:35 left to go in the first half. The Smith Center Lady Red lead by 4, 18-14 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Beach dribble, timeout called. Coach Miller wants to, really use that timeout to keep the ball in her possession. We'll take a timeout with them as you're listening to Lady Panther, or MCL basketball, I guess I should say, here on 92.5 KQMA. And welcome back to Chuck Newland Gym at Phillipsburg High School. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. 3:28 left to go in the first half. They lead by 4, 18-14 to the Smith Center Lady Red. On the court for the Lady Panthers, it's Maya McDonald, Alexi Beach, Ava Skimper, Jenna Hoover, and Meredith Jacobs. For the Lady Red, it's Bree Freeling, Holly Timmons, Talon Rensler, Kendra Maydew, and Lindsay Fort Miller. Skimper, backside pass for Hoover, over her head, out of bounds, and it will be Lady Red basketball.
Right, let's go backside as the backside was wide open. All the Lady Red went for the loose ball towards the top of the key. Left backside wide open. Good ball pass over the top, just too high.
Kylie Soliday and Ashley Babcock both come back into the ball game. They both have to be careful with 2 fouls here in the first half. 3:10 left to go in the first half. The Smith Center Lady Red lead by 4, 18-14. Drives in and she's going to get called for the travel.
Really got to the middle of the lane, went to stop, and her feet just slid on her. The right idea, she had the path to the basket, just those feet not want to stop.
Full court pressure by the Lady Red. It's Soliday. Passes ahead to Beast, and she's going to be fouled. It's on Maydew. Kendra's first, 4th Lady Red team foul. The Lady Red continue with this full court pressure. Kylie Soliday will inbound the basketball for the Lady Panthers. Does so to Beach, ahead to McDonald. McDonald goes through her hands. She does track it down, and she's going to get called for the travel, so it will be Lady Red basketball. 2:56 left to go in the first half. And the Lady Red of Smith Center lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 18-14. Freeling hands it off to Timmons. Holly brings it left to right on your radio dial across the timeline to Maydew right side. Maydew looks in, working against McDonald. Now to Fort Miller at the free throw line. Fort Miller pump fakes, drives in, left block up, no good. Rebound, fought for, still fighting for it. Freeling comes away with the loose basketball. Freeling kicks it out to Timmons. Timmons to the free throw line, kicks out the Rensler, left corner, long two, no good, too hard. Rebound, put back by Freeling, counted, she's done long for an
Red doing a good job getting to the offensive side of things on those boards and getting some shots put back up there. This time finally getting one to fall for him and getting rewarded with a foul as well.
Soliday picks up her 3rd personal foul. Emily Schneider comes back in. Kristen Wells comes back in. Lexi Wood comes back in. Hoover, Soliday, and McDonald all take a seat. So Bree Freeling at the free throw line. We're in one attempt as it's on its way, and it is good. So Freeling has 11 of the 21, and the Smith Center Lady Red with their biggest lead in the ball game of 7, 21-14 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Wells has it, now to Beach. Beach drives in, and she's going to get called for the travel. So it'll be back in the hands of the Lady Red goes the basketball.
Lady Red caught a break throw now as Beach was wide open at the free throw line. She went up and shot it, made it, but had that travel just before that.
7-point lead for the Smith Center Lady Red, 21-14, 2:15 left to go in the first half. They get it inside for Fort Miller. Fort Miller kicks out to Rensler. Top of key three's on its way, and no good. It rattles out, rebounded by Wells. Wells lets everybody clear out. Now she'll bring it up the court for the Lady Panthers. Ahead to Beach, left wing. Beach looks inside. Now backside pass for Wood. Over her head, out of bounds it goes, and it will be a Lady Red basketball. The minute 58 left to go in the first half. 21-14 is our score. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Timmons brings it across the timeline, ahead to Maydew, left wing, inside for Rensler at the left block. Working against Babcock, turnaround shot, too hard, no good, rebounded by Beach. Beach brings it up the court, right to left on your radio dial for the Lady Panthers. Ahead to Schneider, tipped out by Fort Miller, and it will remain a Lady Panther basketball.
Good heads-up play there by Fort Miller to get her hand up to knock that one out. As the Lady Panthers, they did have one in front of Fort Miller right there by the basket. Just Fort Miller getting her hand on that to knock it out.
Wells looks to inbound, goes out front to Beach, back to Wells, right corner. Wells, three's on its way, rattles out, rebound, put back by Schneider's no good. Rebounded by Babcock. Babcock back inside for Schneider. Schneider in the paint, left block off the glass, and she's headed to the free throw line. This will be the 15th foul on the Lady Red. And I believe this one's on Lizzie's Fort Miller. And it is. That's Lizzie's first personal foul.
Lady Panthers with a good hustle there between Babcock and Schneider. Getting those offensive rebounds, getting some shots put up. Then Schneider's trying to wrap back around the lane, get the Lady Red out of position, and it works for her.
Schneider hits the first one. That makes it 21-15. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Schneider getting set for the second one. On its way, good as well. So Emily hits them both that time. She's got 4. And the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers cut it in that center Lady Red lead. It's now 21-16 with a minute 23 left to go in the first half. Freeland looks inside, strikes by the Lady Panthers, and then we have a foul called as Wood got the steal. I believe Talon Rentschler going to get called for the foul here. And it is. That's Talon's first personal foul. 6th Lady Red team foul. Full court pressure by the Lady Red with a minute 20 left to go in the first half. Wells has it left wing. Looks inside for Babcock at the left block. She saves it into Wells, left wing, back to Beach, top the key around to Wood, right wing. Down to the right corner to Schneider, back to Wood. Ball gets tipped by Freeling, right into the hands of Schneider. Schneider backside pass for Wells. Just over her head, out of bounds it goes, and it will be Lady Red basketball with a minute 4 left to go in the first half. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 21-16 here in Chuck Newland Gym at Phillipsburg High School. Timmons brings it up the court for the Lady Red, left around on the radio dial. Down to the right wing, picks up the dribble there. Out front to Rentschler, they swing it around to Freeling left corner. Freeling looks inside for Rentschler, kicks it to Fort Miller at the free throw line, back out to Timmons right wing. Timmons on the dribble to top the key, inside for Rentschler. Rentschler on the baseline, left block off the glass, no good. Put back by Freeling, and they're going to say fouls on the floor, but either way, she's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Nice job there by Freeland getting in there. Tough angle to try to get that rebound. Once she got it, try to put it up quickly as she knew she was getting fouled. But unfortunately, the ref called on the floor, so well, she gets a bonus, so she gets 2 anyways on this one. But called on the floor goes the ref.
Freeling, that's her first miss from the free throw line in this ball game. That foul was on the Lexington Wood. She'll take a seat, and Ava Skipper comes back in the ball game. Freeling back at the free throw line. Second one's on its way. It's got that one. So that's 12 points for Bree here in the first half. She's got 12 in the 22 on the Phillipsburg in the Smith Center Lady Red lead. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 22-16. Wells ahead to Schneider. Schneider drives in, right block off the glass, no good. Rebound put back by Babcock, no good. Rebound put back by Babcock, good. She's got 8. And Rentschler, they got popped in the nose there. As we do know, she broke her nose back in the Morris basketball tournament. Seems like a long time ago now, but not that long ago. But looks like she is all right. So Talon stays in, and it is Lady Red basketball after Babcock hit the 2 points. 22-18 is our score. They get it inside for Fort Miller to the Lady Red. And shot from the right block is very good. Nice by Fort Miller to get the 2 points. Full court pressure by the Lady Red as they find Wells top the key to the Lady Panthers. She's left alone. Free throw line jumpers, good. 2 seconds left. Timmons buzzer beater from half court, no good. And that's how the first half ends with the Smith Center Lady Red leading the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 24-20. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap up the first half for you right after this as you're listening to MCL Basketball on KQMA.
Choose USA Clean Fuels.
It boosts power and it's better for the environment.
Using USA Fuels because it saves the taxpayers money.
I want to support the corn growers, the local economy, and I really save a lot of money.
My journey uses flex fuel and I love it that it's local and it saves me money.
Thank you for choosing USA Clean Fuels.
history here for both teams.
Well, for the Lady Panthers, they got to get those turnovers down. They've done a decent job there for a while there in that first quarter. As they had like 3 to the Red and like 7. So they've done a good job there in that first quarter. Got to get it back to that, get those turnovers down. And when you look to the post players, they've had a good job on getting those post players opened up underneath the basket. You got to get the ball underneath there and get things going to those as well. And then for the Lady Red, they got to look to the backside as they're kind of running through things. The backside comes open there quickly, so they got to look to that backside for a little skip pass over top and then slow things down a little bit. As I felt like they try to get it going quickly in their pressure defense and get their offense going that way, and just that pass hasn't quite been there for them like it has been in the past. So they got to slow things down just a touch, get things back under control for themselves, and that'll help either team out here.
All right, 24-20. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers as we start the third quarter. It's Ashlyn Kennedy, Alexi Peach, Emily Schneider, Ashley Babcock, and Kristen Wells for the Lady Panthers. Kendra Maydew, Bree Freeling, Grayson Hutchinson, Alan Rentschler, and Holly Timmons for the Lady Red. Lady Panther basketball as they go left to right on your radio dial to start this third quarter. Beach has it between the circles to the right wing to Kennedy. Kennedy inside for Babcock, picked out by Rentschler, stolen away by Timmons. Timmons quickly up the court, line to left on your radio dial, ahead to Maydew. Maydew inside for Rentschler. Bodies hit the floor as Rentschler got collided with 2 different Lady Panthers. And it looks like this foul is going to be on the Lady Panthers. It's going to be on Wells, her first personal foul. First Lady Panthers team foul.
I'm not sure who that one's going to be called on as both of them kind of pinched.
Freeling down at 14, and that's the second team foul on the Lady Panthers. And it's on Emily Schneider, her third.
Good look to catch Freeling, cutting down the backside of that. Quickly got the pass into her, and catching Schneider with the foul.
Hoover comes into the ball game, so Jenna Hoover back in as Emily Schneider going to take us here with those 3 personal fouls. Freeling back at the free throw line. Trying to extend this Lady Red lead and cannot with that one. Misses it. 26-20 remains the score. The Smith Center Lady Red leads the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by that 6-point margin. Wells brings it up the court for the Lady Panthers. Down in the right corner to Beach. Beach looks inside for Babcock. Gets it to the right block. Drives in and she's going to be fouled. First team foul on the Lady Red. And it's going to be on Talon Rentschler, her second.
Well, Talon in the right position on down, standing straight up and down. Babcock just doing what an upperclassman kind of knows she can do. Just gets her body into her and slowly bags Talon down, getting the foul.
Babcock misses the first one, so the score remains 26-20. 7:23 left to go in the third quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers as Babcock hits the second one. She's got 9, and it makes it a 5-point Lady Red lead, 26-21 with 7:20 left to go in the third quarter. Timmons to Rentschler between the circles, bounce pass to Hutchinson at the free throw line, underneath for Freeling, right block off the glass. Freeling now has 16, and it makes it 28-21. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Kennedy's pass for Beach, just a bit outside, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be Lady Red basketball. 7:01 left to go in the third quarter. And the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 28-21.
Beach started to cut to the outside there. Kennedy launched it out there, and Beach just having to stop for just a second, and the pass wasn't there for Kennedy.
Timmons gets called for the travel, so it will be Lady Panther basketball. Russell comes into the ball game for the Lady Panthers. Ashley Kennedy going to take a seat. 6:55 left to go in the third quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 28-21. Beach picks up her dribble. Out front to Wells. Back to Beach, left wing. Fakes left, goes right, elevates up, and no good. Rebound put back by Babcock is good. That one almost made me a liar. It bounced around for a little bit and rolled around, then it went down. So that makes it a 5-point Lady Red lead, 28-23, 6.5 minutes left to go. Rentschler, right elbow shot, partially blocked by Babcock. Fighting for the rebound. Hoover comes away with it to Wells. Wells working against Maydew, looks up, now passes it to Russell. Russell brings it left to right on the radio dial across the timeline, ahead to Beach in the right corner. Beach inside for Babcock. Babcock at the right block. Backs to Rentschler down, shot no good. Rebound fought for Hutchinson, comes away with it for the Lady Red, ahead to Freeling. Freeling across the timeline, quickly up the court, all the way down to the right corner, all the way down to the baseline. Wraparound pass for Maydew. Left baseline shot for Maydew is no good. Rebound put back by Hutchinson. High off the top of the glass and good.
Nice job by Hutchinson getting in good position for that offensive rebound. Got it and shot clear up high on the backboard, able to get his ball in for it.
That was borderline going out of bounds, and somehow she got it to bounce just in, and Babcock backs and rinse it again. Missed the first one, got the second one, and Babcock now has 13 as Ashley Babcock showing what a senior does on the block right now is she's got 13, and it makes it a 5-point game yet again. It's been a great battle down there. Right now, Ashley Babcock just using some moves that she's learned over the years, I think.
She's been starting since
she was a freshman.
Starting, I believe, when she was a freshman, anyways. But she's starting to kind of figure out those moves that she can use and using them tonight.
Fort Miller comes in the ball game for Rentschler. 5:23 left to go in the third quarter. Freeling drives in. Baseline jumper's no good. Rebound put back by Hutchinson.
Top G. Seen the shot go up, cut right back down there, and the ball landed right in her lap.
Makes it 32-25. Beach inside for Babcock. Left block, no good. Rebound fought for, and Fort Miller comes away with it. Now to Hutchinson. Hutchinson ahead to Freeling. Freeling down to the right wing, picks up her dribble now to Maydew. Maydew out front with it. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 32-25. And Timmons has it between the circles. Down to Freeling. Freeling spots up for three. Rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Beach. Lexi leads the break for the Lady Panthers. Working against Kendra Maydew. Picks up her dribble, looks to pass off. Now does so to Babcock in the right corner. Babcock looks inside. Finds Russell inside for Hoover. Stolen away by the Lady Red. Ball's on the court. Maydew comes away with it. And we're going to have a foul call here. Third team foul on the Lady Panthers. Foul's going to be on Lexi Beach, her first personal.
It's just kind of a loose ball foul there on that one. Maybe just happened to pick it up, put the ball back down on the floor real quick to start dribbling. Beach reaching in there, just getting on the arm.
Russell and Hoover take a seat. Soliday and Jacobs come into the ball game for the Lady Panthers. Just under 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 32-25. Fort Miller has it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson swings it out to Timmons. Back to Fort Miller out front. Fort Miller looking inside, letting the offense work. Now passes it to Hutchinson right wing. Hutchinson kicks it back around to Maydew left wing. Maydew on the dribble, fakes right, goes left, and she's going to get called for the carry.
A little late whistle on that one, as we talked about Ulake earlier. He was the one calling that one. I think his whistle was kind of turned sideways, so he couldn't get quite the blow on it he needed to. But either way, it's a nice call there by Ulake as it was right there in front of him, and it was a nice carry.
Holiday all the way down the left wing inside to Babcock. Babcock shot is up, rolls out, no good. She gets the rebound, put back up, no good again. This time rebound by Hutchinson. We have a foul call here on the Lady Panthers. This will be their fourth team foul. And it's going to be on Jacobs, her first. 32-25 the score. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. 3:45 left to go in this third quarter. Soliday comes away with the steal. Soliday, fast break, layup is no good. It rolls out, rebounded by Fort Miller. Fort Miller loses the handle on it, picked up by Timmons. Holly now leads the break. Ahead to Maydew. Maydew dribbles inside, kicks it out to Freeling. Right wing three's on its way. No good. Rebound tracked down by Maydew. Maydew down to the left wing. Out front to Hutchinson. Hutchinson to Timmons. Left corner three. Rolls out. No good. Rebound tip by Freeling right in the hands of Babcock. Babcock then outlets ahead to Soliday. Kylie brings it left to right on your radio dial at 3:12 left to go in the third quarter. Wells right corner three. No good. Rebounded by Jacobs. Jacobs underneath the Beach. Left block up the shot. What a great look by Jacobs to find Beach. And now Beach gets fouled as well. This will be the second team foul. The Lady Red. And this one's going to be on Holly Timmons, her second. So Lexi Beach at the free throw line to shoot one here as Fort Miller takes a seat and Rentschler comes back in the ball game. Beach at the free throw line. It's on its way and goes. So Beach has a three-point play there. Makes it 32-28. A 4-point Smith Center Lady Red lead. And as Lexi Wood comes back in the ball game, Lexi Beach takes a seat for the Lady Panthers. 3:05 left to go in the third quarter. 32-28 is our score. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Kendra Maydew has it inside for Hutchinson. Just out of her reach, out of bounds, and it will be a Lady Panther basketball. 2:56 left to go in the third. And we have a timeout call here by the Lady Red. 2:56 left to go in the third quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 32-28. A 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here and let you know that this broadcast is made possible in part by the Fiber Optic Network of Nextech, providing state-of-the-art communication services in the region for more than 65 years. Nextech bringing high tech to the High Plains. 32-28. Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by that 4-point margin, as both teams putting 8 points on the board here so far in this third quarter. Back out on the court for the Lady Red, it's Kendra Maydew, Talon Rentschler, Grayson Hutchinson, Holly Timmons, and Bree Freeling. For the Lady Panthers, Meredith Jacobs, along with Ashley Babcock, Kylie Soliday, Lexi Wood, and along with Kristen Wells. Lady Panther basketball out of the timeout. Wood working against this freshman team going to get called for the as Maydew and Freeling had her trapped there on the sideline. So travel called on Lexi Wood, and it will be Lady Red basketball.
Wood trying to go up the sideline there. Good job by Lady Red, getting her trapped as she tried to pass that out. Jumped up in the air, just came back down with the ball.
Freeling inbounds to Timmons. Holly brings it across the timeline now to Rentschler between the circles. Bounce pass for Hutchinson to the left elbow. Picks it up now to Rentschler, right elbow, or left elbow.
Pass man got the defender on it, slide back down to the lane, got tossed right back. It was wide open. Wells going to get called for the travel. So the second time in a row that Maydew and Freeling able to cause a turnover here on the Lady Panthers, and will be Lady Red basketball as they lead 34-28 to the Smith Center Lady Red over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers with 2:35 left to go in the third quarter. Lady Red basketball as Timmons has it, swings it around to Maydew right wing. Maydew out front to Freeling. Freeling now to Timmons left wing. Timmons on the dribble, left all by herself, and going to have a legal screen here on the Lady Red. Third team foul, and it's going to be on Bree Freeling, her first. So Lady Panther basketball with 2:25 left to go in the third quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 34-28. Soliday trying to break this press, does so to Jacobs. Down to Babcock. Babcock working against Rentschler again at the right block, up and no good. Right in front, done by the Lady Red. Maybe on the rebound, and the foul going to be called on the Lady Panthers. 5-2 foul on the Lady Panthers. And that is the fourth on Lexi Wood. Lexi Beach comes back into the ball game now. Wood takes a seat with those 4 fouls. 2:13 left to go in the third quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 34-28. Timmons brings it right to left on your radio dial for the Lady Red across the timeline. Ahead to Maydew right wing. Maydew working against Wells to Hutchinson. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound, fought for. Jump ball going to be called here between Wells and Rentschler. And it will remain Lady Red basketball. Well, the Lady Panthers Wells came in from the top of the key as Rentschler extended on, caught the ball one-handed, but right there was Wells to get that jump ball.
Maydew inbounds to Freeling, left blocked by Jacobs. Jacobs got a foul. This will be her second personal foul, 6th Lady Panther team foul.
Freeling beat Jacobs down the lane there, got a nice entry pass. Went up as Jacobs was trying to rotate on the shot. Got the block, but as she was getting the block, got her with the body as well.
So Freeling at the free throw line. First one is good. She's got 17, and it makes that score. With 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter, 35-28, the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Freeling's second one good as well. So she now has 18 points. This Lady travel here, foot slid on her that time, so ball goes back in the hands of the Lady Red. 1:59 left to go. Wells takes a seat. Kennedy comes back into the ball game for the Lady Panthers. Ashlyn Kennedy. Freeling. Inbounds to Timmons. Timmons now to Maydew. Maydew back out front to Bree. Bree swings it around to Timmons. Timmons at the free throw line, kicks to Hutchinson, right elbow, down the baseline to Rentschler. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Kennedy. Kennedy outlets ahead to Beach. Beach down to the right wing, all the way down to the right block. Picks up her dribble, kicks it out Soliday. Top of 2 threes on its way, misses it to the left. And Kennedy tried to save it in, could not quite do so. And it will be Lady Red basketball. 1:32 left to go in the third quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 36-28. Holly Timmons brings her right to left on your radio dial. She's in the center circle, now to Freeling. Freeling working against Kylie Soliday, inside for Rentschler. Turnaround hook shot in the paint, no good. Rebounded by Jacobs. Jacobs looks to outlet. Does so to Soliday. Soliday pushes it up the court for the Lady Panthers. She's going to drive into the paint, stops and pops, up and good. Her first points of the night come with 1:10 left to go in the third quarter. And the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 6, 36-30. Timmons gets it stolen away by Kennedy. Kennedy now to Beach. Alexi brings it left to right on your radio dial for the Lady Panthers. Ahead to Soliday, left corner. Soliday drives in, left block, and she's headed to the free throw line. Fourth team foul here on the Lady Red. With 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead 36-30 over the Smith Center Lady Panthers. Fouls on Palin Rinchler, her third personal foul. Soliday's free throws, no good on the first one. The score remains a 6-point Smith Center Lady Red lead, 36-30 with 55 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Soliday's second one, no good, rebounded by Hutchinson. Now let's ahead to Freeling. Freeling down the right wing. She's going to drive all the way in. Leaves it off for Rinchler. Right baseline shot. No good. Rebounded by Jacobs. Jacobs outlets ahead to Beach. Lexi quickly up the court. Drives all the way in. Picks up her dribble. Puts up the shot. And it's good.
Awkward shot. Beach was able to get the ball in, as I believe she had Hutchinson in front of her on defense. And Hutchinson had a good defensive stance. Got a hand on the ball.
Maydu's shot is no good. Rebounded by Jacobs. Rinchler comes away with the steal. Pump fakes. Puts the shot up. Blocked by Jacobs. Jacobs outlets ahead to Soliday. 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead by 4, 36-32. Kennedy drives in. That makes it a 2-point ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 36-34. Timmons with it between the circles, hit by Beach, and that's going to be the third quarter with the Smith Center Lady Red 36-34.
Choose USA Clean Fuels.
It boosts power and is better for the environment.
Using USA fuels because it saves the taxpayers money.
I want to support the corn growers, the local economy, and I really save a lot of money.
My journey uses flex fuel, and I love it that it's local and it saves me money.
Thank you for choosing USA Clean Fuels.
Outscoring the Lady Red in that third quarter by 2, 14-12 to cut into that 4-point halftime lead that the Lady Red had. So again, 36-34, a 2-point Smith Center Lady Red lead as we start the fourth quarter. Looks like it's going to be Lizzie Fort Miller, Kendra Mayhew, Holly Timmons, Grayson Hutchinson, and Bree Freeling for the Lady Red. For the Lady Panthers, Alexi Beach, Ashlyn Kennedy, Emily Schneider, Ashley Babcock, and Kylie Soliday. Will be Lady Panther basketball to start the fourth quarter. They go left to right on your radio dial. Soliday will inbound to Alexi Beach. Beach picks up her dribble between the circles. Now to the right wing to Kennedy. Kennedy back out front to Beach between the circles. They look inside for Babcock. Can't get it through. Ball gets tipped and stolen away by Freeling. Freeling, fast break layup. No good. Rebounded by Beach. Beach brings it back quickly the other way for the Lady Panthers. Drives all the way in. Stops the puck. Free throw line. No good. Rebound tracked down by Freeling. Freeling ahead to Fort Miller. Fort Miller picks up her dribble in the paint. Shot is up. Blocked by Soliday. Saved in by Freeling to Fort Miller. And then going to have a foul call. This will be the 17th foul on the Lady Panthers. I believe this one's on Ashley Babcock. We'll wait the signal here. It is. That is Ashley's third personal foul. So 7.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. It's a 2-point lead for the Smith Center Lady Red as Babcock going to take a seat. Jenna Hoover comes back in. 36-34, the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Maydu gets the inbounds pass now to Timmons left right wing. Out to Fort Miller. Right elbow shot is no good. Rolls out. Rebound spot for Freeling going to lose it out of bounds. Could not haul that one in. And it will be Lady Panther basketball.
As Freeling had good position on that one. Went up, got her hands on it. Kind of got pushed a little bit from underneath. And the ball just launched out of bounds on it.
Beach has it inside for Schneider. Schneider will walk up and no good. But she's headed to the free throw line. This will be the 15th on the Lady Red and the second on Lizzie Fort Miller.
As Fort Miller went up and she hacked down, catching arms on that one. Otherwise, good looking idea there for Fort Miller, just getting up there and providing a little bit of coverage to the face so Schneider couldn't see the basket easily.
Emily misses the first one. So Schneider getting set for a second free throw as Babcock comes back in the ball game. Uber going to take a seat. 7:16 left to go in the game. And the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 36-34. Schneider's second one on its way. That one's good. So Schneider has 5, and it makes it a 1-point Smith Center Lady Red lead, 36-35 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Freeling gets the ball, kicks it to Ford Miller. Ford Miller drives in, left block up, no good. Rebound put back by Freeling. She's headed back to the free throw line, and this will be the 18th foul on the Lady Panthers. And it's going to be on Kylie Soliday, her 4th.
Freeling been doing a great job getting to those offensive boards, and that's where she's went to from the offensive board to the free throw line most of the night, and she's been active from the free throw line as well.
Well, of course, Robbie gave her the old radio dance, and she misses the first one. This one comes in. Kylie Soliday going to take a seat. 7:05 left to go in the ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 36-35 as Freeling's second one is good. She now has 19, and it makes it a 2-point ball game yet again. 37-35. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Beach has it on the dribble. Picks up her dribble now to Kennedy. Kennedy fakes right, goes left, picks it up now to Schneider. Puts the defense and another foul called on the floor. 16 foul on the Lady Red. And it's going to be on Bree Freeling, her second. Kristen Wells is going to inbound the basketball for the Lady Panthers. 6:53 left to go in the fourth quarter. A 2-point ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead at 37-35. Schneider gets it at the left elbow, drives inside, right block off the glass, and good!
Slipped through the defense, had split 2 of them, then had a nice look at the backboard.
That ties things up at 37-all with 6:39 left to go in this ball game. Smith Center Lady Red with the basketball. It's Timmons left wing. Timmons looks inside, letting the offense work. Puts the ball on the court. One dribble inside for Freeling at the left block, working against Babcock. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Babcock. Babcock outlets to Beach. Beach left to right on your radio dial. Across the timeline all the way into the paint. Shot is up, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Fort Miller. Fort Miller outlets ahead to Hutchinson. Hutchinson ahead to Maydew. Maydew at the right wing picks up her dribble out front between the circles of Timmons. 6:08 left to go in the ball game. We're tied at 37 here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Smith Center Lady Red. Fort Miller gets it at the right block. Shot over Schneider, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Hutchinson to Timmons. Her shot is up and good. Timmons now has 8, and it puts the Lady Red back up by 2, 39-37. Schneider gets the pass, makes right, goes left, and into the face. Her feet moved with her that time. Gets called for the travel. Lady Red basketball, 5:48 left to go.
Tried to get a little fake to go one way and come back the other way, but the feet shuffled just a touch and getting that travel. Otherwise, great idea as she cut back towards the middle lane. Well, she was open in the middle of the lane.
39-37. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 2. 5:40 and counting left to go in this ball game. Fort Miller steps in, long 2 off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Hutchinson. Hutchinson back to Fort Miller, tipped by Babcock, but right into the hands of Timmons. Timmons on the dribble, working against Beach. Now to Freeling, right wing. Freeling looks inside for Hutchinson, can't quite get it to her. Drives in, shot is up, no good. Rebound, fought for, and the Freeling going to get called for over the match. Her third foul. 7th Lady Red team foul. And it should send Lexi Wood at the free throw line, shoot 1-1.
Freeling drove into the lane, went up quickly with it. Good look at the shot, just put a little too much on it, hit the back of the rim, came right back at her. Wood in the right position, just turned as Freeling went up in the air and just gave Wood a push from behind.
So Wood getting set for her first free throw. It's on its way, and it is no good on the first one, the 1-1. Fight for the rebound. Schneider comes away with a wraparound pass, and Schneider going to get called for the travel, but she was trying to save that ball inbound, so it will be Lady Red basketball. 5:19 left to go in this ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead it 39-37. Rentschler comes back into the ball game. Fort Miller going to take a seat. 5:19 left to go in this ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead by 2 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers, 39-37. Timmons gives it to Maydew. Now to Rentschler. Rentschler pump fakes, drives in off the glass. Good by Rentschler. Got Babcock to get up just a little bit, enough for her to slip right around her. Had a nice look right up the back of it. Coach Lynn calls the timeout after the made basket by Talon Rentschler. makes the Smith Center Lady Red lead 41-37. We'll take a timeout with them as you're listening to MCL Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. And welcome back to Chuck Newland Gym. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 4, 41-37. 5:07 left to go in this ball game here from Chuck Newland Gym. Beach passes it ahead to Wood, right wing back to Beach. Inside for Schneider at the free throw line. Schneider back out to Wood. And going to get called through the travel as Emily Schneider, so it'll be Lady Red basketball. 4:59 left to go in the ball game. And the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 4, 41-37. Timmons has it. Across the timeline, ahead to Hutchinson, right wing. Grayson looks in, kicks it back out between the circles of Maydew, now to Timmons' left wing. Timmons letting the offense work out front to Freeling. Freeling swings it around to Maydew, right wing. Maydew out front to Hutchinson, now to Freeling, left wing. Freeling out front, stolen away by Beach. Beach on the fast break, one-on-one with Timmons. Stops, up, and good.
He that first came through the right time, out there, tracked it down. Then got a nice layup as she had Timmons going flying past him.
Perfect use of the jump stop that time by Alexi Beach, as it makes it a 2-point game once again, 41-39. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers as Maydew has it out front between the circles around to Freeling, right wing. Freeling looking inside, letting the offense work here. Now she puts the ball on the court, dribbles down to the right corner, picks up her dribble, passes Timmons at the right wing. Timmons on the dribble, working against Alexi Beach. Maydew left wing. Maydew looks inside for Rentschler. Rentschler calls for it, gets it, hook shots up over Babcock, no good. Rebound put back by Hutchinson's no good. Freeling tries to save it in, does so to Hutchinson. Inside for Maydew. Around jump ball called. And we'll see, it is still Lady Red basketball as Rentschler Babcock still battling down there on the block. Doesn't matter which end it is, they are battling down there. What a great battle inside tonight.
It really is. Both of them not giving it much ground at all to each other, fighting each other all every step of the way.
Freeling is going to get fouled. This will be the 9th team foul on the Lady Panthers. And it's going to be the 4th on Emily Schneider. So Freeling back to the free throw line. Approaching that career high, which also has 22 points that she scored back before Christmas break against Pike Valley as well. Takes a seat, and Soliday comes back in. She's got 19 career high, 22. It's Freeling. First in the one-on-one is no good, and Schneider tracks it down. Schneider hands it off to Soliday, ahead to Wood, now to Schneider. Emily drives the base, drives the paint, and she's going to be fouled. 18 foul, 4th on Tyler Rentschler.
Sainer was with the body. It looked clean from my angle, but the ref standing right there in front of him had a great angle on that one. As Rentschler just tried to slide in there at the last second, he caught her probably with just a little bit of that body trying to get her hands up.
So Schneider has a chance here. Come to tie things up. Now trying to pull things within one as she misses the first free throw. 3:36 left to go in the ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 2, 41-39. Schneider's second one, no good as well. Fighting for the rebound, Rentschler tracks it down. Timmons brings it quickly up the court. Picks up her dribble, looking to pass off. Looks inside for Freeling. Freeling rips it away from Wood, now to Rentschler. Left corner, long two, no good. Too hard, rebounded by Hutchinson. Hutchinson kicks it out to Timmons. Timmons going to reset things. 3:17 left to go in the ball game. Smith Center Lady Red leads the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 41-39. This will be the 10th team foul on the Lady Panthers. So from here on out, the Lady Red going to be shooting 2.
Lady Red doing a great job here in this fourth quarter, getting to the offensive boards. They're sitting at 7 offensive rebounds here in the fourth quarter alone.
Hoover comes into the ball game. Emily Schneider going to take a seat. So Holly Timmons at the free throw line. She won her first attempt from the line in this ball game. Normally a 67% free throw shooter on the season. Misses the first one, fighting for the rebound. Still fighting for it as it goes out of bounds. And they are going to say the Lady Red touched it last. 3:10 left to go in the ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead by 2, 41-39 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers here in Phillipsburg High School. Chuck Newland Jim. Soliday picks up her dribble. Passes it off. Woods tracks down the loose basketball. Ahead to Hoover. And Coach Miller going to call a timeout. So with 2:59 left to go in the ball game, the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 41-39. We'll take a timeout with them as you're listening to MCL Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. And welcome back to Chuck Newland Gym. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 41-39. As we await both teams to come back out here after the timeout. Looks like Alexi Beach, Jenna Hoover, Ashley Babcock, Lexi Wood, and Tyler Soliday for the Lady Panthers. Holly Timmons, Kendra Maydew, Talon Rentschler, Bree Freeling, and Grayson Hutchinson for the Lady Red. The Lady Panther basketball out of the timeout. Lexi Wood away inbound. Does so to the left corner to Kylie Soliday. Tipped out by Holly Timmons, and it will remain Lady Panther basketball.
Holly Timmons coming in there quickly to tip down out of there to make the Lady Panthers have to reset things.
So Lexi Wood looks inbound yet again. Does so to Soliday left wing. Inside for Babcock, thrown away by Rentschler in the hands of Timmons. Timmons quickly up the court, left to right on, or right to left on your radio dial. Ahead to Freeling, right wing. Freeling letting the offense set up here with 2:45 left to go in the ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead by 2, 41-39. Timmons between the circles, down to the right wing to Maydew. Maydew looks in, kicks it back out front to Freeling, to Timmons, left wing. Timmons dribbles to the top of the key, picks up her dribble there, looks to pass off, does so to Rentschler. Back out to Freeling, left wing. Freeling looks in, now to Maydew between the circles, 2:25 to count left to go in the ball game. Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 41-39 to get inside for Hutchinson. Now to Rentschler. Rentschler right or left block up and so Rentschler gets the basket and a timeout called here by the Lady Red. With 2:12 left to go, the Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 43-39. We'll take a timeout with them as you're listening to MCL Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. And welcome back to Chuck Newland Gym, Phillipsburg High School. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson. 43-39. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by a 4-point margin. Talon Rentschler, Holly Timmons, Bree Freeling, Grayson Hutchinson, and Kendra Maydew all back out on the court for the Lady Red. For the Lady Panthers, it is Emily Snyder, Ashley Babcock, looks like Lexi Beach, Kylie Soliday, and Kristen Wells for the Lady Panthers. This will be Lady Panther basketball out of the timeout. Lady Panthers go left to right on your radio dial. Soliday has it. She's picked up in the backcourt by Bree Freeling. Soliday working against Freeling across the timeline, picks up her dribble, wraparound pass to Beach. Inside for Snyder, tipped and stolen away by Rentschler yet again. That's the second time in a row Rentschler's come away with the steal. Now to Maydew, left wing. Maydew skip pass to Freeling. Just under 2 minutes left to play in the ball game. And the Smith Center Lady Red lead it by 4, 43-39. Timmons working against Beach. Now to Hutchinson, right wing. Hutchinson looking, goes out front to Freeling, back around to Timmons, left wing. Timmons letting the offense work, drives in, shot is up, and she's headed to the free throw line. This will be on Beach, her third personal foul.
as Timmons started going towards the lane. Hutchinson done the right things. Was getting ready to set a screen for us. Timmons could have went a little bit farther, but instead pulled up, went for a little jumper, just getting fouled as she was up in the air.
So Timmons at the line to shoot two. First one's on its way, no good. A 4-point game, 43-39 with a minute 38 left to go in the ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Timmons' second one, good. Timmons now has 9, and it makes it a 5-point game, 44-39. The Smith Center Lady Red lead. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Schneider has it, looks underneath for Beach. Beach can't hold on to it as it goes out of bounds, and it will be a Lady Red basketball. Minute 31 left to go in the ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 5, 44-39. Lexi Wood comes back in the ball game. Ashley Babcock can take a seat. Full court pressure by the Lady Panthers. Hutchinson will inbound. Looking, gets it into Freeland. Freeland bobbles it, and it's going to be fouled by Beach. Lexi's 4th personal foul. And Freeland will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Babcock gets set to come back into the ball game for the Lady Panthers. Minute 28 left to go in this ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 44-39.
Feeling about lost an inbound pass, hit her hands, kind of bounced right out. Able to just pick it back up off the dribble and get fouled.
Freeland hits the first one. She now has 20 points. This is the second 20-point game of her career. That first one was when she set her career best of 22 against Pike Valley. So second 20-point game of her career. She misses the second one and then comes away with the rebound and kicks it out to Mayhew to reset things here for the Lady Red as they lead by 6, 45-39. Timmons working against Wells. And Wells is going to get called for the foul, her second personal foul. Sends Holly Timmons to the free throw line to shoot 2.
As right now, the Lady Panthers probably just going to be trying to foul here, not let a lot of time run off the clock, and just get the Lady Red at the free throw line.
Timmons, first one on its way, good. Timmons now in double figures as she has 10. And looking to extend this Lady Red lead. It's on its way, and it is good. So Timmons with 11, and the Smith Center Lady Red lead. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 47-39. Wells, right wing three's on its way, and no good. Rebounded by Schneider, and Schneider's going to be fouled. Leads a 19 foul on the Lady Red. And let's see who this one's on. There's a couple Lady Red down there. It's on Timmons, her 3rd personal foul. So Schneider at the free throw line. First in the 1-1 is good. Schneider now has 8. And it makes it a 7-point ball game, 47-40 with a minute 10 left to play here in Chuck Newland Gym. As Schneider's second one is no good. It rattles out, rebounded by Rentschler. Ball gets tipped and stolen away by the Lady Panthers, and Schneider has it. Drives all the way in, kicks out solid A, left wing three, left and short. Rebounded by Maydew. Maydew brings it up the court for the Lady Red. Head to Rentschler. Rentschler on the fast break. Layup is good.
Footsteps coming up behind her, kind of took that ball and just put it right in front of her off the bounce and went right up for the layup as Beach went flying by.
Wells, right corner three, no good, rattles out, rebound and put back by Babcock is good. Babcock has 15, her first points of the 4th quarter, and makes it 49-42. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers, 35 seconds left to play. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to MCL Basketball, KQMA on the World Wide Web. Welcome back to Chuck Newland Gym. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson. We do know that the TMP Lady Monarchs defeat the Trigo Lady Eagles, hand them their first loss of the season, 44-43. Jillian Lowe, the senior for the Lady Monarchs, hits a three-point buzzer beater and gives the Lady Monarchs the win in the pit tonight at Aldonia Fieldhouse. We have 35 seconds left to go in our ball game, and the Smith Center Lady Red lead it 49-42. Coach Lynn calling a timeout, his final one here, as he saw that, well, the time was running out quickly on the inbounds for the Lady Red, so he calls a timeout and to get to reset things here for the Lady Red.
Which was a good idea there by Lynn. The Lady Panthers, they were in a man-to-man defense and just a denied defense, running all over the court, making sure that nothing could go in and down. So good idea there by Coach Lynn, calling this timeout, getting things reset for this team, and maybe coming up with a new strategy on how to get the ball in.
It's a 7-point lead for the Smith Center Lady Red, 49-42. Here over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and Chuck Newland Gym. So with that loss, the Trigo Lady Eagles get their first loss of the season. With the win, the TMP Lady Monarchs do nothing but help their own selves because they are part of those teams in the log jam here for those final two top seeds, 3 and 4. And it's going to be an interesting night to see just where everybody sets after tonight.
I'm glad I'm not one of the people that have to figure out this bracket for the MCL. That's going to be a tough one after tonight. And, you know, all these teams, all the games probably are going to be fairly close throughout the MCL tonight. And this one, well, coming down to the wire as well.
35.8 seconds left to go in this ball game. The Smith Center Lady Red lead at 49-42. And Rentschler is going to be fouled. Wells picks up her third personal foul. Rentschler heads to the free throw line. She has a double figure tonight. She's got 10. And it has been a great battle underneath. Well, I'm sure we're going to be talking about it in our postgame as well between Rentschler and Babcock, the freshman, versus the senior. Babcock had the early hand. Now Rentschler's starting to get some things going here late in this ball game.
I think that has to do with a little bit of foul trouble as well for the Lady Panthers. I believe Babcock has 3 or 4 fouls there, so maybe that kind of factored into it a little bit, but either way, it's been a great battle underneath the basket.
As Rentschler hits the first one, she now has 11, making an 8-point ball game, 50-42. The Smith Center Lady Red extending their lead here over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers as Rentschler getting set for the second one. And no good. It's rebounded by Alexis Beach quickly ahead to Soliday. Soliday now to Wood. Wood loses the handle on it. Looks, ball gets tipped around. Soliday comes away with it. Tipped by Mayhew. Picked up by Beach. Beach drives in. Shot up in the paint. No good. Rebound tracked down by Hutchinson. Hutchinson ahead to Freeling. Going to get called for the travel. So ball goes back in the hands of the Lady Panthers with 15.1 seconds left to go in this ball game. 50-42. The Smith Center Lady Red lead. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 8. Beach has it out front, now to Wood in the right corner, back to Beach. Ball gets hit by Freeling, out of bounds it goes. 8 seconds left to go, and the Smith Center Lady Red lead by 8, 50-42.
Lady Panthers definitely trying to find that 3-point shot to put a few more points up on the board before the time runs out.
Soliday drives in, picks it out to Wells, right corner three's on its way, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds, and that's how the ball game ends with the Smith Center Lady Red defeating Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 50-42. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap up this girls game for you right after this. If you're listening to MCL Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.